guys, it's Jools here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue with our Dolly Daydream tutorials. This dolly is a kit that can be found in my Etsy shop or my Amazon shop. So the links to those two shops are in the description. So why don't you head off and get yourself a kit and come and join us and have some fun. Anyway, today's tutorial is number 3. If you remembered, number 1, we went over the pattern, which was the introductory one. We went over the pattern and how to work the pattern. Number 2, we did the head. So we've now got a head. And number 3, we're going to do the legs. Now there are 2 legs, same as normal, but the difference is that they don't sew to the body. Once you get to the top of the legs, you then start into the body and you just crochet the legs onto the body, which is a little bit different to my other kits. So let's get cracking and we'll see how we do it. So leg 1, using contrast colour yarn, row 1 is 6 single crochets into a magic circle, and then place your row marker, and then you should end up with 6 stitches. Okay, now all these techniques I shan't be doing them in as much detail as we go further on into the videos, because you've not only got the how to crochet videos. Each time I go through them with each tutorial, you'll have had more practice. So I shan't be doing it 2 or 3 times at the beginning of each tutorial now. So here we are, magic circle, 6 to 8 inch tail. Put your tension around your pinky finger, come backwards over your 2nd and 3rd finger. Hook under that loop, over the 2nd loop, and bring a loop up. Pick your working yarn up and through the loop. There you go. And now we're going to do 6 single crochets into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hold on to your work, get hold of your tail and pull to close your hole. Not too tight in this instance, not just yet, because you won't be able to get into that stitch there. Now place your own marker. Now we're starting at the feet, at the shoes really. You can call them shoes, I can just call them feet. So here we go. Row number 2. Increase in each stitch around, and then we should have 12. So what you're going to do when you increase, that means that you're increasing the number of stitches. So we finished with 6, we're doing 2 into each one, so you should have 12. So under the 2 loops of the V, pick up your working yarn, and there you go, through both loops. And then we're going to do the same again in the same stitch. So now you've got 2 stitches in the same stitch. And then we're going to do it all the way through the round to the end. Oops. That's 3 times. I'll split that there, so I'm going to go back out and do that again. And that's 6 times, so we just check that we've got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so do you remember the rule? You don't move the bottom tail, you just move the top tail. If your tail's at the back, you bring it forward. If the tail's forward, you take it back. Okay, so that's row 2 finished. Row 3, single crochet by 1 and then increase, and that's in brackets. So you do that instruction 6 times and then you'll have 18 stitches. And then row 4, you just single crochet around on those same 18 stitches. Then we've got a little piece in italics, which is a special instruction. Change to main colour in the last stitch, which is fig 4 there, look. cut the contrast yarn and knot both ends together. So we'll crack on and we'll do those 2 rows. So 1 single crochet, increase, single, increase, single, increase. That's 4, 5, get my tails tangled up, 6. So tails at the front, so where do we put it? To the back. There we go. And then we're just going to do a straight row of single crochets, 18 single crochets. And that's the foot finished. In 18. Right, so how do we colour change? I have got a how-to video, surprise surprise, but I'll show you how to do it through both V's, both loops of the V. Pick up your working yarn, and this is with the old colour, and then you stop with those 2 colours, those 2 loops, sorry. We'll cut the yarn there, and then you finish the stitch with your main colour. So we'll grab that loop and put that in my right hand, and also grab that loop and put it in my right hand, and finish the stitch with your new colour. And then we'll tie those 2 ends together quite firmly, but not too tight, because otherwise it pulls your stitches and spoils your stitches. So 1, 2, and we'll have a 3rd for luck. Belt and braces and all that. Don't cut them too short because they'll migrate through to the other side. Okay. Now before we go any further, I'm going to get rid of this tail. So pull it nice and tight now till you close your whole look, and then get your needle. I've got my javelin here. Underneath the first post. Now mine's a bit thick to go through these smaller eyes. You've got a lovely big eye on your needle. There we go. Pull it through and leave a loop. And then what you do is you pull your end through your loop and do a lock-in stitch. There we go. And there's the end finished. So we've changed the colour. Now row 5 to 12, so we've got 8 rows to do now. Single crochet in each stitch around for 8 rows. There we go. Now you don't need to sit and watch me doing 8 rows of single crochets. It'll just make the video so long. So I'm going to see you at the end of my 8 rows. So here we are, just coming to the end of row 8 of leg 1. There we go. And so the last instruction is 1 chain fasten off and don't stuff yet. Now it doesn't tell you to leave a big long thread for stitching up later, so just leave an normal length. I've already chopped mine, so 1 chain fasten off, and there you have leg number 1. Okay, now leg number 2 is going to be pretty much exactly the same, except leg number 2 repeat as leg number 1 to row 11 and then continue. So I'll see you here once you've got to the end of row 11, and then I'll tell you how to do the rest of it. Okay, see you later, bye. And there we go. So leg 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows. So I'll bring the pattern back in and see what we do. So leg 2, repeat as leg 1 to row 11, which I've done, and then continue with row 12. So here we're going to single crochet into each stitch around, and then we're going to do plus another 3 single crochets, and that says fig 6, look. So this is the one we're going to be at now. So there's your marker stitch, and as you can see we've gone past the marker stitch 3 stitches. So in the square brackets it says here 18 plus 3. So it's not, you see I can't put 21 because you haven't got 21, you've got 18 plus 3. Then it says do not cut the yarn. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Bring your row marker forward. And now we're doing those extra 3. 1, 2, 3. And there we have it. That's both your legs done, ready to join into your body. So now as you can see, these steps here, obviously we're going to try and get those steps at the back of the body, which is why you'll find that we've had to do an extra 3 stitches there. So that's all for this tutorial, and I'll see you soon for tutorial number 4, where we're going to join the body together and do right up to the neck, which is this bit here, look. So we're going to join the body together at the crotch and go right up to the neck. And I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the content that I'm doing in these videos, I'd love for you to tell me, because unless you tell me that you like my content, I'm never going to know. So I'll just continue adding stuff that you probably don't like, but it would be lovely if you could give me a quick like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.